Alright, here's my new fish finder. It's a Garmin EchoMap Plus 73 SV. The way to get a new fish finder is convince your wife that your 20-year-old fishing buddy is just not working anymore. It might have needed 3 more C batteries. I can't imagine how many of them I've put in it over the years, but so when you get her to agree that you need a $500 fish finder to put on a $500 boat, you need to go take her to Bass Pro Shop to look at everything, and they'll show you the Garmin, the Humminbird, the Lowrance, and for about $500 you can get a pretty good fish finder with a 5-inch screen. And then you're going to need lake maps in it, and if you get the Humminbird or Lowrance or any of those other brands, you're going to have to buy a Navionics chip to go inside, to put in the lake maps for the depth finders, the depth readings, and they will run you about $200. So then you convince her that Garmin owns Navionics, and all the lake maps are loaded in their fish finders anyways. And the Echo map will draw its own. That's what you see on this side. All these are actual readings that my boat has took, and that's a depth map for my lake. And as you can see, I'm continuing to make new depth map. Really be handy for ice fishing. Oh, and since I want to use this for ice fishing, then you got to convince her you need the $1,500 livescope, because panoptics is where it's at. You got to have panoptics so you can see the fish off to the side. But since I park my boat at a public area that isn't secured, everything has to be portable and come on and off of my boat at night. So once I convinced her I needed the panoptics, and somehow we was able to get it, boy, that was, and it wasn't that bad of a fight either. But so I ordered it off of a dealer out of Florida, and they got it to me in northern Indiana in just 3 days. So I get my panoptics, and it's packaged well, shipped well, gets here fast. Boy, the instruction manual in it is a little, let's say, desires a little more instruction. It's supposed to be a plug-and-play unit, so they show you how to hook up wires and how to mount the transducer, which I don't know. If you need an instruction manual for that, you probably ought to be on the water. But anyways, so you get everything rigged up. Mine has to be portable. I have all my electronics mounted to the back of my cart that I carry all my fishing gear on. And then I've made a 1-inch PVC pipe to mount on the side of my boat, and it just takes one little C-clamp to mount it up to the side of my boat, and then I can be fishing in a matter of moments. So you think. I get everything rigged up, I come down to the lake, and I wish I could put this somewhere where you could look at that while I'll put that over the side of the boat here in a second. Enjoy the scenery a minute. Well, alright. Alright, now that that's mounted on the side of the boat, where I can easily turn it either behind me, the boat, or in front of the boat so my wife can catch fish, behind the boat for when I'm trolling so I can see my lures and see what fish are, how they're reacting to it. I get all that stuff rigged up. I come down to the boat, hook it all up. I'm ready to fish. It's almost dark, and oh my God, I get a red flashing light on the top of there where the green light is at. That's because you have to have active captain on your phone and download the operating software for the GLS 10 unit that makes the livescope work. So your charter plotter or the fish finder hooks to your phone and they talk back and forth, and the stuff ain't there, and you gotta have Wi-Fi to download it. So I had to go home, and it was dark and the mosquitoes were out, and I ended up not seeing anything that night. Come back out the next day. I've got the stuff on my phone. I think it's going to be 5 minutes and I'm away from the dock seeing all these fish. Oh, if you haven't noticed, I don't wear a Garmin shirt. I love this fish finder though. It's cool. Look at the pretty colors. And when I learn how to use it, it'll help me catch fish. But anyways, then it takes 10 or 15 minutes for all the software to download from your phone to the chart plotter. And I did go out in the deep water. If I wasn't trying to chart the shallow end that I usually ice fish in, that screen would be a whole lot cooler. And I am heading out to deeper water now. Not sorry I got it. Very happy with Garmin. I did have an issue with the base that the fish finder snaps into. I was taking it on and off the boat every time because it's in an unsecured area, and after I used it 2 or 3 times, something in the base unit didn't work right. They were very good on the phone and helped me out, do some troubleshooting, and sent me a new one, a new base, in a couple of days. So far, Garmin support is very good. And hopefully I don't ever need them again. But they were very nice to me and helped me out when I needed it. Okay, we should be getting out into some deeper water. It says we're in 10 foot now. It's gonna drop like a rock here in a minute. Anyways, when I start using it to catch fish, I'll get another video on here. But right now, this is what I got. I think it works better at a still position than it does moving. And I'm only moving 1.27 miles an hour with 11.5 volts and in 13 feet of water. That's a combo map. I could do something else. Let's go back and just look at the panoptics. Oh, that's combos. I don't want combos. Back. Panoptics. There we go. That's a pretty picture. Now, on their video, on their sales video, they have a really cool picture of a fish swimming, and you can see its tail and everything. Well, that's a tarpon, and if you look, it's only like 5 feet from the boat. Some of the other videos have been pretty clear about what they're showing. I have went around the lake a little bit with it on, and it is crazy how many bait balls or balls of minnows there are in the lake. That's probably why I haven't been catching any fish. See, there's some over there. And I went past them. And if I turn this back, they're back there again, right in there. I think that's fish. I'll know when I catch them later. But anyways, it's pretty cool. Thanks for watching. I'll put more up when I'm using it to catch fish.